Morning, y'all. We out here at the range. Of course, y'all seen it before if you watched any of my videos. We out here today. We're gonna do a little comparison and some testing on our little new Heritage Barkeep. Man, we're gonna do some comparison between 22 LR and 22 Magnum. Y'all probably seen the Barkeep. If you hadn't, check out my videos. I got an unboxing video and all on it. But there's the Barkeep there. The Heritage Rough Rider Barkeep, 2-inch barrel on that. We're going to be shooting some, for our ammo here, we're going to be using, for our long rifle, we're going to be using some good old CCI Stingers. They're 32 grains, 1640 feet per second. And then for our Magnums, got some good Magnums here. We got some Hornady 22 mags, 30 grain VMAXs. These things are smoking hot. They're going out at 2200 feet per second. So now, of course, a little shorter barrel, they ain't gonna reach quite that, but we're gonna see what the difference is as far as accuracy, and we're gonna do a little clay testing on it too. But first, I'm gonna do the accuracy. We're gonna go from 10 yards. I got that. Use my range finder, so those two targets at 10 yards. I'm gonna shoot one on the bottom one on the top one versus a long rifle and then 22 Magnum. But I'll go from 10 yards, then I want to put it out at 25 yards. That's going to be where that green and blue targets are. We're going to do a little 25-yard test, and then I'm going to shoot some clay with the long rifle and the Magnum, see what the difference is, and see what we can get. But yeah, I got the long rifle cylinder now. You got to switch the cylinder out. This is a Magnum cylinder I ordered up on the Heritage site, so I'm going to test out both of them. And I'm gonna do some accuracy differences. We got the 6.5-inch Rough Rider here I've had for quite a while. Do a little accuracy test and see if there's a lot of accuracy difference in between the Barkeep and the 6.5-inch. But get y'all set up and we'll start getting at it. All right, y'all, got us loaded up with six 22 LRs. We got these Stingers in here. The Stingers, 32 grain hollow point, 1640 feet per second. Well, be honest with you, I cheated a little bit. I did it on accident. I forgot to start my close-up cam to get y'all a good view of the targets, and I put a couple rounds in it already, but I got them pasted up. It was actually shooting low from my point of aim, but I may have to adjust where I let that blade peek out from between the knots there. Maybe I'll let a little extra blade come out there. But here we go. We're gonna put 6 shots in it on the 22 LRs. We'll do it from a kneel just to be as accurate as I can, so I can take my any kind of sway or anything I got out of it. But here we go, Heritage Barkeep with the 22 LRs at 10 yards. That should be it. Yes, sir, that's it. All right. Y'all see what we got there? Not too terrible. I don't know if you can see it from there, but I'll take y'all down there once we're done. Yeah, that ain't terrible, I guess, for a 2-inch barrel, but it ain't nothing great, that's for sure. But I'm gonna get us loaded up with some of these Magnums, and then we'll come back and see what we can do. All right, we got us some Magnums in her now. Don't forget, you have to change the cylinder on this thing. You can tell they're stamped 22 LR and 22 WMR, but also this one's scalloped, and the Magnum is not. So kind of easy way for a quick way to tell which is which. But anyway, we got 6 of these Magnums loaded up. Again, they are the Hornady VMAX, 30 grain. These are the ballistic tips and got the little plastic inside of them. So these things supposed to be moving at 2200 feet per second. So I'm expecting a little bit of impact shift, but I'm not sure where it's at, so I'm gonna basically just hold what I've been doing. So here we go. We got 6 of them in here. The VMAX 22 Magnum out of the Heritage Barkeep. See what we get, guys. This ought to be quite a bit more power on this thing. Yeah, boy. Okay, you can tell that's got way more power. It's just feeling. You can just feel it in that. with my shooting, I mean, we didn't get much better group or nothing like that, but we'll go down there and take a closer look and see what we got. All right, y'all, bring it down here to see what we got. Not too terrible, I reckon, for a 2-inch barrel on it. Looks like about, that's a little less than 6 inches. If we take the furthest flyer out, got about 5-inch group on that 22 LR. Like I say, most of that's just my inconsistent shooting, I'm sure. This one we opened up a little wider, but these, I know I pulled a couple of these, but if you count those, we about 6, maybe a hair over 6, about 6 there, about probably 4.5, 5 inches, something like that. So that's the Magnum and that's the LR. LR I grouped actually a little bit better, I guess, but like I say, I'm not going to blame the ammo on that just yet, or the different ammo, I guess you should say. And I really need to figure out the point of aim on this blade, how much of this blade wants to be sticking out. But we're going to move them back to 25s, and I ain't feeling too great about the 25 yards, but we're going to see what she does. All right, here we go, y'all. Went ahead and left the Magnums in since I already had the cylinder in it. Loaded up 6 more of them. Moved our target out to 25 yards. Y'all should be seeing it up here in the corner somewhere. I got a closer camera on it, but again, these are the Hornady VMAX 22 Magnums 30 grain ballistic tips, moving at 2,200 feet per second. I'm gonna kneel again, I reckon. See what these Magnums can do at 25 yards. If I can even stay on paper. Hopefully I ain't shooting that bad. That was super low. I see where it hit. There we go. I had to move them up. I think I'm hitting low still. That was it. Y'all know what I did more than I do right now. Looks like, from what I can see, got a couple of them up on the target. Looks like most of them hit low down there, but I'm gonna load us up some switch out the cylinder and load us up some LRs, and we're gonna put 6 more on it. Got the stangers back in it. CCI stangers, 32 grain hollow points, moving at 1,640 feet per second. I hadn't walked down there yet, but like I say, it looks like I got a couple up on the paper and maybe a couple down below. So we're gonna see what these 22s can do. I'm trying to keep everything consistent, but like I say, I'm definitely not the best with this little gun. I can tell already, but hey, it's meant for fun for me. So here we go, Barkeep 22 LRs at 25 yards. Phew, man, I feel like I was all over the place on that. All right, y'all, let's see what we got. On the Magnums first, I did a little bit better than I thought. I got 3 up there on the target at 25 yards out of a 2-inch barrel. I mean, that ain't nothing to brag about, but it ain't near as terrible as I thought. Got 3 on the target, and I actually hit 2 right there. Then we got the 22 LRs. These wasn't quite as bad as I thought maybe. See, I got 4 on the paper there, and then the 5th one there, and the 6th one, I'm assuming the 6th one went low off the paper, because it is shooting low because of the way I'm holding. So that's what we got there on the Magnums. That's at 25 yards, so out of a 2-inch barrel, I mean, I ain't mad at it. So, especially not my first time shooting it, but we're gonna back it up and we're gonna do a little something else with it. Gotta suggest it again. I moved this down here to about 12 yards. I'm going to do a little comparison on the Heritage Barkeep 2-inch versus the regular Rough Rider 6.5 inch. Loaded 22 LR in both of them. The Stingers, again, the 32 grain, 1,640 feet per second. Just move this up a little bit closer so I can try to take any variable out. I was going to use a shooting stick, but I'm going to stay kneeling freehand with it. It's still got me wobbling in the variable, but we're going to see what it does. We're going to see what the difference with me shooting it anyhow. All right, we're going to go with the Barkeep on the bottom. He was shooting low. Alright, that was 6 of them. Looked like all of them was low for sure. Alright, let's see what the 6.5 inch does. Same thing, Heritage Rough Rider 6.5 inch barrel with the 22 LR, same ammo. We'll put these on the top target. Alright, I can already tell that was a little better grouping for sure. Still looks like a little low, but let's go down there and take a closer look at it. Looks like I got what? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think that's a double. If that's a double, that'd be 5, 6. If not, that's 5 and 6. I'm assuming went off the paper down here. It's hard to tell on that, the way it splatters, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for sure. Both of those kind of look like doubles, but we know that ain't possible. So we're gonna call it 5, and one went off low off the paper. Now on the 6 inch up here, I would say that's much better. We got 3 and 3, so 6 all in a decent little group right there. That's low and left, but again, you know, it's me. A lot of the variable in this is hard to get a good accurate picture. But as far as me shooting it, I would say the 6 inch has definitely got a little bit of an edge there. And the sight I notice is different on that. The blade on my 6 inch I'm used to, and I can almost cover it up into the notch like I'm used to doing. This one I have to let that blade stick out a little further, so maybe I get a little used to it. But I'm gonna change some things up here. We got one more test we're gonna do. I'm gonna test this Barkeep with 22 LR and 22 Magnum on some chunks of clay, and we're gonna see what kind of damage we can get out of it. All right, y'all, got a next little test set up here. Got us the good old clay chunk out there again. We're gonna go with the we're gonna use the Barkeep. We're gonna test the 22 LRs versus the 22 Magnums, and it should be a heck of a lot of difference. Like I don't know, I've never. This ought to be interesting because I've never actually tested 22 as far as damage and anything like that. So be interesting. Gonna be interesting. Again, we're starting with the Stingers first. CCI Stingers, 32 grain hollow point, using moving at 1,640 feet per second. I'm just gonna put one as long as I get some kind of something out of it, you know what I mean? We're gonna see what we get here. So 22 LR CCI Stingers, we're gonna put one right in the middle of this bad boy and see what we do here. Here we go. Okay, that's enough to compare with. Y'all see that? I'm sure y'all seen it on the other camera here. Went right out the back there. So that's the 22 LR. Alright, here's what we got on the clay from our 22 LR. Basically just got a channel right through it. You can see, yeah, you can see that daylight. Went right on through it. Got a decent little channel going through there. On the back side didn't do much, so just come out. I believe the hole on the back's a little smaller than the one on the front. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't want to get hit with this, but it ain't nothing like we've seen on some of the other tests, which is to be expected. You know, we're talking about a 22 here versus some pretty high-powered stuff. It's a nice little channel down in there. All right, y'all, got us a new piece of clay down there. We're gonna hit it with the Magnum this time. I got a feeling we're gonna know something hit it this time. I got a brand new piece, so we'll be able to compare afterwards, but I don't think it's gonna be no question about it. Again, these are the 30 grain VMAX, Hornady VMAX, moving at 2,200 feet per second, so this one ought to do it to it, man. Coming out of the Heritage Barkeep 2-inch barrel. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get, guys. I don't think there's going to be no question on this one. We're going to see some damage. All right. Interesting. All right, y'all, let's see what we got. I'll be honest with you. This is surprising me from what I'm seeing so far. There's the entrance on our Magnum. And there's the exit. Now, y'all might not can pick it up in this picture, but I believe internally there's probably more damage, and we're gonna pull it apart and see, but that looks like it came out in the back a lot more, because this one was the LR right here. And you can see how that exited. Now the front is a different story. The front almost looks like when that hollow point, that's the LR on the right. It kind of got in there and opened up, and yeah, it did its thing. So let's crack these open. I'm curious. All right, I don't know how well this is going to come through on camera, but internally, that ballistic tip definitely did more damage. You can see here, this is on the LR, and it's kind of still intact, like it made a channel, but it didn't. You can tell it didn't cause a lot of damage inside, except for the channel. Now over here on this ballistic tip, like I say, I don't know how well this is coming through, but it's obvious that it did a lot more tearing and a lot more damage, and you can even see there's that little ballistic tip out of it right there. So interesting results. All right, y'all, got us ready again. This time we're just gonna shoot a little steel. We're gonna put a cylinder full of LRs through it first, and then I got the cylinder full of Magnums here ready to roll. So we're gonna use it like a speed loader. I wouldn't recommend doing that, but that's what we're gonna do. Hopefully, if they don't fall out of my pocket anyhow. Let's see what we can do down here. These are the LRs. Here we go. Seems like I'm shooting better when I ain't trying. Let's see if we can go out there to that new target I put down there. Oh yeah, we got him. I swear I'm shooting better than now that I'm not taking my time, I'm shooting it better. Let's see if we can stretch it out here. Oh, was that it? That was it, buddy. Whoo! All right, let's put a few Magnums in it. I believe I hit every shot on that one, didn't I? That's got a lot more power. You can just hear it and feel it and everything out of these Magnums. Let's go out here again. I'm pressing my luck. Oh yeah. I swear I'm shooting better now than I was trying to test the accuracy. Go figure, right? Let's see. Was that 6? No, that was. I think that's it. One more. That was it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that was it. All right, guys. I like this little thing. It's a fun little range toy for sure. Especially with them Magnums in it, you can really feel the difference shooting that sucker. I wouldn't want to get hit with either one of them, but you can tell the difference. But nice little levels. Like again, this is a Heritage Barkeep. If y'all hadn't seen it, I got a video where I picked this up, and just a little unboxing video of it. Check that out. And also, I've got should be here by the end of the week or the very first part of next week. I've got some new grips, and I've got some fancy cylinders with some scroll work on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to change out the grip with the bird's head grip on this and the bird's head frame. We're going to put a fancy scrolled up cylinder, and then what we're going to do, we're going to take these scrolled ones, we're going to switch over to the 6.5, and I got another scrolled cylinder for that. So we're going to fancy them up. I like these little guns a lot. I'm really happy with these guns. So guys, again, if y'all enjoyed the video, y'all know what to do, man. Hit that subscribe, hit that like. I appreciate everybody who's watching, everybody who's subscribing. I really do appreciate y'all. And y'all know the drill. Stay safe and prepared, and we'll see you on the next one.